Welcome to the first episode of Churn, my latest, I was going to say masterpiece, but I don't think that's quite that. Right, I'll just take off on my black Kawasaki and have a look around and see what we let ourselves in for. Right, my job is a farm manager and troubleshooter for farms. If someone's got a problem, I go and see if I can sort something out for them. And I think I'm just going around in a complete circle. My last job, get rid of that, I don't need that up. My last job was in my home county of Norfolk, where I worked for someone who, shall I say, I hope his parent one day decided to get married. 3 years ago, I was given a job for a 5-year contract to try and get the farm back on its feet. It was losing money hand over fist. The year before I went there, it lost £250,000 in 1 year. And I had carte blanche to hire and fire. You know, a lot of these fields don't half so bad. I had carte blanche to hire and fire. Plant what I thought was appropriate. And, you know, general, do what you think is right to get this right. Well, I went through in the first 2 months sorting out the farm hands. There was 4 on the farm. I sacked 3 of them. They weren't up to it. It wasn't just a case they weren't good enough, they just didn't seem to care. They were just time servers. The one I kept, the oldest one, he did actually work hard and thought for himself. Let's have a look at one of his fields and see if we can find somewhere just to pull over. Turn the engine off and jump off, and we'll just walk over here. It came to head that final year. Oh dear, no nutrients gone, moisture's low, not a lot of weed in this field. For that I think we have to be thankful. There's some over here, but this one isn't too bad. It came to head the final year I was there before I got the sack. I'd employed, I sacked 3, I employed 3 very good farmhands. The owner of the farm managed to upset them all. And, well, 2 out of the 3 left. That left us very short staffed, and we had to start taking in apprentices. Farms started together, used to take in apprentices, and it's something I like to have 1 apprentice on the farm all times. But we were running with 2, possibly 3 at times. And this final year, this 3rd year, harvest had started, and the 2 good hands were busy with the harvest, 1 combining and 1 carting away. I was doing a bit of tidying up on the fields after they'd finished. One of them was going to use one of the apprentices, and the other one's going to go down and feed the animals and knock them out. When the boss came to me and said, right, those 2 there, they're going to take the load all, 1 in a bucket, and they are going to cut some branches off some of the trees. And remember, these were young, only just started apprentices. They were both around 18, and they'd never been trained how to use a chainsaw. So I said, no, you can't do that. It's not safe. You need, if you take one, you need an experienced man with it, and we can't spare one. That you got a bit uppity. And I said, besides, you need to do a risk assessment for health and safety reasons. Well, that's really got him. He said, well, you're the manager, you do it. I said, I haven't got time. I'll do it tomorrow, but I can't do it today. Not if you want me to get these fields done. And he started to say how bad I was, and I'll just run some of the figures past you. The first year, we went from £250,000 loss to about £100,000 loss. But in that time, I'd also replaced one tractor, a plough, and a seeder, all of which were completely, utterly knackered. Well, this looks badly run down. Oh, I don't think this place operates properly anymore. The second year I was there, we turned £20,000 profit. This after actually swapping the combine for a new one. Well, not new, but new to us. Very good second-hand unit. Well, I'm just gonna stop and get the map out so I can see where we have to go next, so we stay on this road here. And the third year I was on to turning somewhere around £250,000 profit, and we didn't actually have to replace too much, no major machinery. I think we had a fertiliser spreader to change and one trial of it. Basically that peanuts compared to what we had been spending. Well, I've got a nasty feeling I've just decided to go the wrong way. Until I'm new to the area, and he started to say, well, you're useless, you can't do anything. This place is so badly run, it's untidy. You don't control the men properly. Probably started getting a little bit mad. And he said, well, you're not careful, I'm going to sack you. I said, well, go on and sack me. And he said then something which hurt, and I'm not going to go into it now, and I hit him. Instant dismissal, of course. And rightly so, you can't go around hitting the boss, but that's it. I think we're down here. No, not here. Luckily there's no traffic around here. This looks like it could be a way in. Yes, looks like farm buildings. I was then spoke to my solicitor because I wanted to get some money back, some money he owed me, like the guaranteed bonus. And when I left, finding the farm was in profit by then, which indeed it was. But the solicitor was actually laughing when I said about it. He said, yes, I just heard from his solicitor. He said, we don't normally talk about our clients, it's a breach of etiquette, but he doesn't pay very often, his solicitor doesn't really care. Let's find somewhere just to park, isn't there? There should be a farmhouse somewhere around here. I don't think it's actually on the farm site. Oh, buildings don't look too bad, a bit overgrown here. He actually said he wanted to sue you for damage. But the solicitor took one look and said, I wouldn't do that. Oh, let's go and have a look at the dairy. The solicitor said I wouldn't do that because you do all the details of why the fight took place will come out in court, and the health and safety executive will be down on your back. so I didn't hear any more about it, except I did get the money I was owed, which was a fair penny. I picked up something like 100 grand, which was the agreement. If I got the farm back in the profit, I would get for around $250,000 per annum. I was due for 100 grand, so that's what I took. It's going to take a bit of learn my way around here. This looks like the farmhouse. This is where I shall be living. Oh, how did I end up here? This is Wales, by the way. I'll just park the bike here. Get up and we'll have a walk around the place. Not too bad. Oh, let's go through it. Oh, nice. Oh, picnic table. Oh, children's toys, all rather rusty. Well, this lawnmower. I got this job when I saw an advert in one of the farming press wanted a miracle maker. That piqued me interest, so I went and so I phoned him up, had a word with him. I'm just going to go on to sprint mode. Well, shouldn't really, because it's not very realistic. It's going to be easy to sprint around and apparently what had happened was this farm had been a working farm up until about 2009, 2010. If anybody knows the history that CCS 101 has put behind this farm, I've just altered it very slightly. Yeah, see, when the last recession started, and the old boy who owned it was given a bit on, his 3 children, 2 sons and a daughter, didn't really want to take it on. But he wanted to keep the farm in the family just in case one of his grandchildren should ever want to. Good old hayloft. So the farm was just left. His 3 children all made successes of their careers, and earlier this year they decided they wanted to revive the old farm, because apparently the oldest son was showing interest in farming, and they thought that might be an idea to get it going. And they didn't know anything much about farming. Although they'd been brought up on the farm, they were never really interested. So they asked for they advertised for a farm manager. And amazingly, I got the job, even with the punching my last employer, which I did tell them. I thought it's only fair. They should know they're dealing with a hooligan. And we're back on the farm again. This is the main tip by the looks of it. Oh boy. And what they've done is they gave me some money. I just remembered I forgot to do one thing, so just hide your eyes for a second. I just need to do a little bit of messing about here. I want to put in, what's it, about 100,000, oops, 200,000. I'll do for a start up, because I want, yes, I forgot to actually do it as I was going to at the start of this. It's my fault, I'm sorry, this is most unprofessional of me. But we will get there. 130. Oh, not 100. As I had this story in my mind, and I wanted. So this is going to be open-ended, by the way. Story, right? You can look again now. Yes, they got together some money, what they could afford to take from the businesses, and they come up with 800,000. Because all the vehicles have been sold, and the old boy gave up. They came up with £800,000, plus they paid off the overdraft which was there, so I got 800,000 and a bit. Plus I will have 200,000 overdraft facilities, plus they're arranged with the bank for me to actually be able to draw on a further. I'm just trying to get me bearings. Oh yeah, wrong way. A further £1 million bank loan, but that will be expensive. So I've got around 2 million to play with, and the task is basically to get this farm back on its feet. It should be possible. But the store here doesn't actually operate anymore, this old John Deere place. It's just used now somewhere for the different merchants around the place to drop the stuff off and to pick it up. So we will get back to the farm and I will order the first few bits of equipment. Bet we're going the wrong way again. Hey help. Yeah, I ordered the first few bits of equipment. One thing I have already seen, or I had contact with, is the New Holland rep in the area, and if I know by at least 3 bits of equipment from, he will give me quite a good discount. So I think we'll be going New Holland for quite a bit of stuff, although I have already decided that the combine is going to be a case. I know which one I want, and I'm going to have to get it early. And we just whip into the farm office, which I believe is over the back here somewhere. In the end here, right, we just go on and get onto the screen out and buy a little bit of stuff. Well, first I'm going to get us a harvester. It's a can't harvester. This is the one I want, mostly because it's a decent sized header, decent part, and that will do me for several years. But I'm not going to use the basic header because I don't fancy getting a header trailer. We are going to go with a foldable. Right, now let's see what else we want. Go back one. Tractors. We might as well get a couple of tractors. I don't know, what we just bought. Just need to sell that. Double click when I shouldn't have done. So so I need to put in about 70,000 back, and I'm just going to hop out here again, and I'm just going to cheat myself some another 70,000 back in. I'll put 40,000 and 30,000. So the way I work on here, I've got my keyboard to one side, and it's a devil of a job to see what I'm typing. That's better. Right, tractors. Don't double click this time. Right, we're looking at New Hollands because I can get a decent discount. So I think I'm going to put something like this one. Not overly powerful. 115 brake horse will be plenty. It's cheap, so we're going to have that, and we'll go for a T7, I think. And so we're going to want this to do most of the work. We will go near the top end. This one, 234 brake horse. That sounds about right. And we're also going to go for got nothing in the way of balance, I don't think. Already used most of my money up. What I will do is weights. I want 2 of these. I must have the OEB weight. The bike will have to do for general work about. I'm going to need a cultivator. And I happen to like this one, which we can afford without going mad. We're going to need a plough too. I think ploughs, they're going to be the first things we need. I think as money is getting a bit tight now, we will actually go for the smaller one at first. We'll only be bringing a couple of fields back each year until we've got them all there. As we're not ready to bale anything yet. Better sewing machine. Money is going to be tight, so I'm actually going to go. For the OEB version of it. We've got it on here. We're going to go for this. It's cheap. It's going to take a long time, but money is of the essence. I dare not spend too much. We must have a sprayer, which is going to take most of the rest of the money. And I think we must have a fertilizer spreader again. We can only really afford it. That's going to be too small. I try not to go into the overdraft just yet. Manure we won't have yet. Cultivator we've got. Plough after tractors. We will need tippers and bales, because everything's going to be baled here. If we buy it, I think we're gonna leave it there for now. We can at least get everything planted. Now I'm going to spend a few minutes now. I'm going to have these actually delivered. Okay, it's cheating, but if you don't tell anybody, I won't. Alright, let's have a look. Reset. Yes, yes. Reset. Yes. Oh, I know what else I meant to type. I will do that in a little while. Reset. Yes, yes. Reset. 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 It's going to seem strange to run a farm without either a JCB or the Star. Or even a little electric pickup truck. It should be just, we should be there now, so what we will do now, that reset to, oh no, I see, they'll have reset, I'll enter that, there we are. Now what I remember, the stuff falls over here, so I have to lift it up, so I'm just gonna, I must now buy front loader stuff. Get the New Holland, just pallet fork, spike. I'll get those now. What's with things about it? Ah, wait a minute. Hold on. I just remembered something. Have I got those? Not there. Thought I had some over this side, but apparently I haven't. Ah, miscellaneous. Ah, I've got these. I should have picked these up. And they're the latest ones. Talking to myself, I'm afraid. I want to check on those before I buy them. Right, so we got our first bits of kit. I think what I'm going to do, that's just the first episode. This seems as good a place as any to end this one, as we have the gear. Now the just hop over it. Player is standard. This is Bullet Bill's remake of the in-game New Holland, but improved. In-game fellow. That's OEB's one. That's just added some extra seed types to it. This is a modded one, and these are quite nice mods, these New Hollands. I had a look at them, and I like, this is my favourite. Cultivator by a long way. Weights, I can't go without those. And another New Holland. This is the little T5, and this beast, one of my favourite headers. Right, with that I think I'll say thank you very much for watching, subscribing, liking, commenting, and as I think this is going out just before or just after the New Year, Happy New Year, and cheerio for now. Cheerio.